Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome for Cat Crew Wednesday. And hope everybody's doing well. I'll say hello to the people that are in the chat already. And Dave, BNSF N Scale, how you doing? Hey, Ray, how you doing? How's things going with Tammy and Ray? Hey, John from Schuylkill Valley, how you doing? Good to see you in here. James from Dundas Junction, how you doing, James? Dwight, how you doing, Dwight? From Crow Express. And I think that's all I see so far. So everybody hear me? Just give me a thumbs up. Make sure I'm talking good. I'm in my office tonight because I was working on my layout the other day. Then my back started hurting me. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Good to see you in here tonight. So I'm sitting in my office chair, which gives me some good support. I was working under the layout, hooking up some relays for my push button thing, and I was reaching up, and then my back saw a little pool in it, and it started hurting. So taking it easy for a couple of days. So I showed you a little short the other day about a tunnel entrance I made, and thanks to Jim Tedesco, he helped me. So this was the original tunnel entrance. I just got to move it around here on my desk. Then I'll move the camera and show you. I think if I move the camera down there you can see it. See, the first tunnel entrance we made was this one, but it was the arch was too close, and these cars here would never make it underneath. So, well, if I moved it one side, it would, but I have two tracks going through, and see, it would hit and stuff like that. So then we redesigned the opening, and now both of these cars roll right through. So that's what I made, and that took 7 hours to print. So the next step will be drilling out the hole for the tunnel, and that's going to be in another week or so. I'm going to start that project, but I just wanted to get this opening, so now I know how much of a hole I have to cut out, and but I got to get the plywood on the one side and get this, where the bottom is and stuff like that, because I'm going to have a half-inch piece of plywood and an inch piece of foam. So, because I can't really drill out the hole from where the layout is already. I'm going from the other side of the beam, which I have room to work, and that's what's going to. But it's going to take a while. I sent a message to James today about it, and I only have like a cordless drill, and going through that wood, it drains the battery out fast. So, especially with a 3-inch diameter cutter. So I might just take the drill and drill holes all the way around the form, and then maybe use a little wood chisel and chisel it out. Might be easier. So I'll have to see. So it's going to take a couple of hours to get that done and go from there. And also, I'm wearing the Train Freak shirt I got from him when he had a contest and I won the shirt. So it's the first time I put it on, so it doesn't look too bad. But that's thanks to Jason, the Train Freak. So yeah, I think a lot of people might be over on Tom's Trains and things. He's doing a show the same time now. He's doing some kind of giveaway. I didn't see, I didn't get all the details, but he's been advertising that on the last couple of days. Oh, I got somebody here in the basement. Let's bring up this mystery guest.
Hey everybody, how are we?
Hey Artie, how you doing?
Oh goodness, Charlie.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you heard. My back is killing me. Yeah, and I think I pulled a little muscle in it. And, it's a little stiff, and I stayed home the other day from work. And another funny thing happened to me too the other day when I went
Yeah,
up. I got up from work. I got up in the morning to go to work, and I wasn't going to go to work. I just got up at my own time, and I normally go into the bathroom first and do my business and everything. So I always, this is a habit of mine. I always close the lid on the toilet seat. Always do that. That's for the women, And
yeah.
I always did that. So it was closed. So I go and open it up, and I always look in the toilet. Never ever sit down without looking on the toilet first. That's a thing. That's my tip of the day. Don't ever do that, because when I looked in the toilet, there was something in the water, and I go, "What the hell is this?" And I thought, because my ex-wife comes over and takes care of my dog during the day, and I don't remember her going to the bathroom that night, and I don't know if she left toilet paper in there or what. So I just go like this, and I touch it, and the thing moves. It was a freaking bat. It
Oh
was like
God.
about it was like about that big, the wingspan, but it wasn't moving much. It just twickled a little bit when I touched it, so I just went whoosh, and flushed it right down the toilet, and away it went. So I flushed the toilet a couple times to make sure it got through, and I keep checking it now. This is the third day now I checked it, and it's not there now. So, but you just never know what you're going to find in the toilet. So
Yeah, well, one day he's going to get his mate, the snake, to come out one day. He's going to come out and sneak up through and going to bite you on the backside.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm just glad I live alone. I don't have to worry about that. But the freakiest part is when you're staying somewhere overnight and you
yeah,
wake up the next morning and then you see toilet paper all over the place and bloodstains everywhere, and then you wonder, who the hell did you kill last night? You must be one hell of a party. Mind you, we did do a lot of drinking the night before. Um,
yeah. Yeah, because I looked around. I thought maybe the screen in the bathroom came down, because I wondered how it got in there. And the screen was still on the window, so I said, I don't know how it got in there, but it must have came up through the pipes somehow. I don't know, because it was in the. I don't know if it came up through the pipes or because the toilet lid's closed. Well, they can get in small places. I think bathrooms.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he
Oh,
probably
yeah.
could have come in through some place and then went in the toilet, went in the water, and then probably drowned or something. So I don't know, but
I believe they're almost like cockroaches. They can hold their breath. But see, even Eric is saying you want to be careful. It doesn't come back and bite you on the backside when you least expect it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so I just ordered some. PLA from Amazon. It comes
Right.
in 8 different colors, and I got to make some more of these containers.
All
So
right. Yeah.
yeah, so what I'm going to do is I got white, and then I got an orange one here, so I'm going to get orange color, and then I got to make green ones. I got green filament, I got orange, white, and blue, red, even some. They don't call it clear, but they translucent color came
Yeah.
with it, right? So, and it was only $49 for 8 rolls. So I
Yeah.
said that's a pretty good price. So I sent an email to Jim Tedesco because he buys the same brand as I do, and because he told me about it, so I buy the same brand that he does actually. And I said, hey, what do you think of this? Is this a good price for this? And then he sent me back a link of what he bought on eBay, and his was $10 more than mine. So it was a whole bunch of different, not colors. They were all the same color. They were different
Yeah.
spools, you know. And I said, yeah, I think Amazon has good price on things. So, and
They do. Robin Taylor, the friend of mine in Brisbane,
yeah,
she put me onto this place in. Actually, they're in Sydney here
yeah,
that do PLA plus, and they got a big, huge, wide range, and their price is very competitive compared to it's
yeah,
Amazon,
yeah,
uh, and it's fast shipping too. I mean, they're just as quick as Amazon. Basically, you order it today, but by the end of closing, and it's already been shipped out to you, and the quality is really, really good. When I see what the model she's made
yeah,
from the PLA she gets from them, it's actually quite good.
yeah,
Because she does a lot of model making side for money as well. You see, so I've got to reevaluate the room. I mean, I've got the main section up, and I've got to do a few little adjust. I've got a lot of adjustments on the layout. I
yeah,
know a few people have been saying that the incline's a bit steep. Yeah, they are in a couple of spots, but I've got to go on. The trains are getting up the inclines. I know the last rise that goes into what's the junction to go in the station. I know that's got to come down.
right,
Uh, when I did that last turn at the top, what happened was, as I explained the other day, I I mixed up my radiuses because I've got the set track. I've got both Pico number 4 and Atlas 24 inch, right? And I mixed them up. And because of the geometry of the two brands, the Atlas one is uh, almost an inch longer track wise than the Pico one. So it throws out your geometry.
yeah,
Now, of course, I already had a section cut. When I first pre-tested it, I go, well, it's going to overhang too much. I'll cut a little bit and then throw it over the top. But when I went to lay the track, I couldn't make the complete circle to come back over the top. The radiuses was all wrong.
yeah,
So the what I had section as a template, that was all I had left, and it's 11 o'clock at night,
right,
day before my surgery, and it's like I need to get this done because
yeah,
once I have the surgery, I'm not going to be able to do anything.
right,
So instead of making noise, I know Ben was at work, but Rochelle was sleeping next door. They're the only neighbours I already got, and I go, I'll just put this template on, and then it is a very steep incline. However, so far most of the engines have gone up. I have got the medium-sized ones going, There's been a few. There's a few little spots I still got to sort out to get the trains going. And there is a little spot where the the bigger engines are coming off.
Yeah.
But that little engine of mine, that little switcher that I got,
Right.
I tell you what, that for that little engine, I've got to get another one to replace this one. I'll tell you what, she's been a godsend, particularly when you're doing your blocks and you're testing your blocks and your powers in a district. Because it's only a little engine, you put it on the track and you can straight away say, is the block working or is it not? And it's been a brilliant test engine. It was worth the money that I've spent. I've got another, I think I've got another 4 of them in the boxes. But I have found there is an issue with the AIU 001s in the latest batches that they're sending out. The AIU that I've got now that hooked up on the main one is same problem as on the main station area. And there's 2 of the terminals is not communicating with the computer. Like you can put the engine on, the block is being detected. It works fine. But when the AIU01 talks to the computer, it doesn't pick it up. It won't communicate with the computer. And it only seems to be the 2, and it's in it's connection 6 or 7.
Okay, so on your AIU01, you got a connector in there where you plug the cable, right?
Yeah.
Right. Where does the other end go into?
Yeah.
Where does that go on your system? Because you don't have an NCE, right? So you have to plug it into something else, right?
Yeah, well, the way mine's hooked up, it daisy changed all the way into my 5 amp system. Now my 5 amp system is hooked up into my computer. Right. All the other sections, like out of the section that I've got now, I'm using 9 ports in the main section at the moment because that's all the BD20s I had. There's 9 ports. Out of that 9 ports, only 7 have communicated with the computer. 2 of the ports are not communicating with the computer. Now,
you do know, right, that from the BD20s, right, you have 2 wires going. One's the ground wire, right? And
one's the ground wire, and the other one goes to the AIUR1, which is your logic.
Right.
That's
now, the ground wire on the AIUR1, you have 8 pins on one side and 8 pins on the other side.
Yeah.
And one's 1 to 7, and then 8 to 14 on the other. 14, yeah. And the 8th pin on both of them are grounds.
Yes.
And what I do is I take a wire from that ground and put it to a terminal block.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Then all the BD20s, the grounds go into that terminal block for the ground.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
Yeah. Hold on. Now, I got Plumber here. I'm gonna bring him up.
All right, I can go then. All right, see you guys.
What is up, everybody?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Chilling.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Plumber.
What's up?
With my the first layer that I've got, the first section where I got the roundhouse. G'day, Plumber, how are you, buddy? The first section that I built, where I got the roundhouse and the diesel shop, the cooling tower and that, I've got 2 AIU01s in there. G'day, Dre man. How are you, buddy? Nice
Yeah,
to
hey,
see you.
Trey, man, how you doing?
I've got
Outstanding.
two older AIUO ones that I bought there before the showstopper came up. Now, I'm using every single port in them, and they are communicating with the computer fine.
Right.
It's the latest batch. I've got three AIUO ones, the two that I have used. Actually, one was cannibal. One was taken out of Randall's Run.
I know what it is.
But that's
I know
still
what it is.
reasonably.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Take one of the cables, and then if you can make up your own cable, and or cut an old one and cut the cable off, and then use the two wires that are for power, and then you can plug into the AIU1 and make sure you got 14, 12, no, 12 volts, 12 volts coming out. No, 16 volts coming out. You need that much power. You need, so when you daisy chain them together, then you might be may not have enough power on that bus line.
There's power in the bus line. As I said,
I know there's
everything.
power in there. I know there's power in there. You can test it by putting a LED on the number 1 pin and then the other end on the ground, and then that should light up.
Yeah, I've done that. But as I said, Sonny, can you take that guy off? I mean, that is that's a real bloody show off. That is. Hey, g'day, Dave, AJL player.
Oh
Train.
my goodness, I'm loving the new train. And what is up, everybody? John, Trainman 1, Derek, Dave, David, James, all the peeps.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be you're getting a power loss at the next one. So you can test it by putting the cable into one of the other pins on the connectors on the AIU1, and then put jumper cables on, put your meter on there, and check to see if you're getting the right power out of it. And because the first one's working, right? All 14 pins are working.
Yeah, they're all working. The AIU1 will detect there's a train on that section. That part of it works fine. It detects the train is there. The AIU and the BD20 is working fine.
Yeah.
It just something is not communicating between that terminal to the computer. It's not. How would I say? It's not sending a digital command.
Can they simply not be compatible, Artie? Are they just not compatible devices?
No, they are. There is a fault in it because on this one here that I use, and actually this one was that I booked on this one is actually I used on Randall's Run
there,
and the terminal 6 and 7 failed. Well, it's not communicating with the computer.
Something will ride the train.
The other one that's in the last module that I built for the station is terminal 4 and 5 that won't talk to the computer.
See, yeah, that's hard because my system is a lot easier because I'm using NCE equipment and to power my bus line.
Yeah.
Right. And then also I have JMRI running, which I have all the sensors defined in a table, and then I can click on that and manually turn it on or off, and then I would know it's communicating.
But you see, this is the thing. I was playing. I tried it both with because I use JMRI too. I use the JMRI and also the train automation. Train automation program I use the most of it. There he is. He's Heidi. He reckons he's too good to hang out with us. G'day, Daryl.
Daryl.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you addressed the AIU01 differently?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They all have
Yep.
their own. They all have their own cap.
They all got their own individual address.
Right. Okay. Did you start it with number 50?
Yeah, I got 50, 51. This one's 52, and the one that's up above is 53. They're all got their individual address.
Okay. Good.
But even JMRI didn't. It won't communicate. Even in JMRI, it didn't want to communicate.
But when you
Those
define it, are you sure? Because 50, I'm trying to think what number 50 is. 50, that, you have to, in the sensor in JMRI, you have to tell it the address, right? And it would be 50, it wouldn't be 50:1. It would be like a different, I don't know what the number is. There's a calculation to figure out what the addresses are to put in the sensors in JMRI. I'd have to look at mine and find out. But
yes,
but I have
with my train order. Yeah, with my train automation program that I use, their system's a lot easier because what it'll bring up, I would join, but way too hot in the garage. Well, open the doors up and let the air flow. Or just stand under a shower. G'day, Split Rock. I'll get in contact with NC, but with the train controller, when you open up to do the connection, it would actually say it's got the two windows there. The address of the AIUR1.
Right.
This one is 52. So I put 52. And it recognizes that this system's got 14 ports. So for that particular block, you can actually hook tell it, well, this track or this block is connected to port, say it was port 6. So we'll go port 6. You'll communicate with the AIUO1 and you can do the test.
Right.
But the AIU, it's not picking up the AIUO1's port 6. G'day, Damien Ray. How are you?
Damien Ray, what's up?
I've looked through it, and look, if I put it to another empty block, which I did, it worked fine. It's just one or two terminals, and this is only in the new batch. That's only in the new batch because the old one I got 2 AIUO1s, and they all work fine. It's only in the latest batch what they come out. I might get in contact with NCE and see what they.
Okay. Like I have 13 AIUO1s right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And I had the original ones I had. Like I found 1 or 2 ports on there that didn't work, so I just don't use those. And I have a document, and I have all of the ports on an AIO1 and what blocks they're for in my document. And then I have like pin number 6 doesn't work. I put pin number 6 do not use in there, so I know I don't want to use that.
Yeah.
Because I look under the lamp and I think, "Ooh, I got an open port here and I can use it." No,
I can use that. Yeah.
So that's what I did.
But, I tell you what, it does pay off to document everything. I still need to get for this news section because I've been just running around doing some tests and whatnot on it. I really need another 1, 2, 3, 4 BD20s. Just putting the blocks up because I've got I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections where they need to be split, and because one of the blocks is really, really long. And if I put another block detector in it, it will just make the operations a lot more, how would I say? It'll make the operation a lot more easier. It takes roughly about, at a slow medium speed with the switcher, to go from top to bottom and back to the top, it takes roughly about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Yeah, 50, if you have address 50, it's 50:1 through 50:14, and then 51 would be 51:1 through 51:14.
Dave,
Yeah.
I've got my wings are clipped at the moment, buddy. I'm not able to do anything even here. I'd come and give you a hand. That's not a problem. And throw the what you call it over the airfares too. You don't need much. But I'll get it sorted out. At the moment, what I'm going to do is I fixed up the fuel issues on the layout. There's one more spot I've got to try to creep into later on and fix up. A couple of my Australian locos don't like it. I can fix it up with one hand, which is good. Because this one here, I'm not allowed to lift up or use, but I can still use the right hand. I'll get that done later. I'm just waiting for the postman to come up because I've got a new toy coming.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's like, it's like if you could have a bad port on that one AIU01, you don't know. You can test it by putting an LED.
Well, the port's work. As I said, the port is working. Now, I did use that one. I didn't use 6 and 7 on Randall's run. I've only used the first 5 before, and they worked fine. I even had it so you had the LED. I had an LED on the panel, a lit up panel. It was also communicating with the computer. So I know it was working. The BD20s, because I recently started 1, 2.
You also can put your finger across the track, and that should make the light go on. If you put your finger...
No, it turned the light on.
Yeah,
my eyes lit up when I put my fingers on the track.
Yeah. Yeah. But, no. It was working. Yeah. And then I have a car that I have resistive wheels on them, and I roll that around on the track to see if the sensors work, on the BD car, just to test it. But you can just use your finger and see. But it's kind of hard to be holding the finger.
Thank you, Daryl.
Layout scene.
Peace out, Skull Kill John. Skull.
Yeah.
I think it was Lynn that
released
that video on how to pronounce it.
What video?
Schuylkill John.
Yeah.
Schuylkill Valley. Yeah. Schuylkill Valley River Valley. That's Schuylkill. That's Schuylkill Valley.
Damn it. You know you do. Oh, one of them fell off in the tunnel. He's a lone soldier now. Dinosaur in the tunnel.
How tall is the tunnel? Entrance.
Oh, well, let me go get my tape measure is the only way I can tell you that. I went with the enough theory. That's enough.
Oh, I tell you what, that works well too, Dave. That, sweating and putting your elbows down. But I tell you what, your electricity seems to go
4 1/4 at the peak.
Hello, Tammy and Ray. How you doing?
4 1/4 inches at the peak, Tom.
4 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
At the peak.
That's a big one. This was my first attempt at a real layout of any kind. Go ahead, Artie. My bad.
No, you're right. It looks like you're having fun.
That thing on the top there looks like it's more than 4 inches off the track.
No, that's it. I mean, I literally I mean, I just measured it.
Yeah.
It's exactly 4¼ inches at the peak of that tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
And that tail just barely misses that tunnel.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it might.
That's pretty close. Yeah.
Well, I think the other one actually did hit.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Jurassic Park goes
again, I
to
have to
high-speed
report.
train action.
Plumber, I am going to have to report you to Cruelty to Dinosaurs and Dragons Association, bud. I
Hold
mean,
on,
that
Derek is
is
saying something.
still
Are those
cruelty.
original singular tanker with dinosaurs on them? No, they're actually the tractor trailer hauler.
Yeah.
Yep, 4¼ at the peak of the arch.
Yeah.
Yes, these are, Dave, these are 18-inch radius. So this Bachmann Easy track came with a Union Pacific set I had. And when I decided to take my hobby out of Christmas, I wanted something that I could play with that was easy, sizable. So I slapped this thing together. And that's where it's at.
Hello, Thomas.
Right.
How you doing? I see somebody else in here.
Derek, you're funny.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
See, when I laid my track, I used the
No,
24
I got you,
inch.
Derek. I got you. I got you, buddy.
Yeah, I got the 24-inch template.
It's going through the tunnel, split rod.
And yeah, I tell you what, a lot of the stuff that I do have that says 24-inch recommended, it does not work.
Look, this is the new big old Charger Bachmann, and it takes it like a champ. It's like 18-inch. Look at me. Nothing.
So that's an 18-inch radius there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you see them bucking so hard.
Yeah. What's the length of those cars?
I'll tell you on the next pass.
Okay. Are they 72 footers or 7 or?
I don't know. I got them in a box, no paperwork. You know, all of them came together.
Yeah.
I think I paid $200, and I got 3 Amtrak locomotives and about 20 different cars.
Yeah. I see you take.
All right, so the middle one, 9 inches.
9 inches. Okay.
The rear one, 11.5. So the first 2 are 9. The third one is 11.5.
11.5. That's like 80. That's like 82 or 80.
85 footers is what Dave BNSF N scale is saying.
Yeah, 85. Yep. About right. That's working on an 18-inch radius, huh?
Yeah, dude. I didn't think it was going to.
Yeah, because I got passenger cars and I had to get 72 footers to work on my 18-inch.
Well, and I will tell you this. Let me change the camera here real quick.
I got to sort out my
This is 9.5. This is like the middle car. It derails.
Right.
This one is a long one. It derails.
Yeah.
All these Walthers main lines, if they're not, 20 inches, 24 inches, they derail. They do not. Right. They look nice. They ride nice, but they are not fun on 18-inch radius.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have problems with my Metro liners. It's recommended for 24, and all my mainline tracks 24, and they don't like it. I'm gonna have to change the couplers. I've got to put longer couplers on it.
So
the trucks are not swiveling enough.
Right. My blue box GE-9 has that problem. It cannot run on this. It's
Yeah.
six axle.
Yeah, those
I'll,
big-
like next week, next week I'll work out and find if my Australian 72 footers will go around the layout or not.
Okay.
Because they're 3-axle trucks on them. It should work fine. But what we did do with one of the layers, particularly that big one that I had, because it did have some tight radiuses in them, just the way it was done, we took the middle axle out. So the trucks have got a nice, better swing, and it doesn't get that drag in it. And that worked. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I mean, man, I tell you what, Tammy, you're
I
doing
bet
such an
you're
amazing
tired.
job on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet you're tired.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I haven't watched.
I tell you what, when I've been enjoying it too. But
here's a couple more sets that my uncle left me. I had them packed away, but here they are.
Damn.
oh man, what? Still in the box,
Yeah.
It's still in the plastic.
man.
I mean, it is. I've taken the track out. Some of the track right here is that track.
Oh,
no, that's Lifelike Bachman. Never mind. I've got that track in a bin somewhere else. And then this one. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
oh man.
I'm excited about that one. Pretty hype.
Well, aren't you building an army?
So I'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Yes. That's what the computer is sitting on currently.
Is that what inspired making the military scene? Is that
Right.
mindset?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what got to have a place
That's
to
it.
run.
I'm leaving. I'm going to cry at the back. So,
You know, Tom, that's absolutely correct, brother. I can't live without a place to run it.
Yeah, that's always good to have something to inspire what you're doing.
For sure. And I even have an old Toys R Us set over here, the little 040 and like the Jerry the Giraffe boxcar. Because that was a set I had when I was like 12, you know? And I found somebody selling one secondhand, so I bought it up. And it's still brand new in the box as well. I pulled the locomotive out, make sure it works, and it works great. I'm really thinking of putting DCC in it. I like it so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a bunch of engines when I was a kid, but I don't know what happened to some of them. But I still have 2 of them. They're both F7s with a dummy unit.
Nice.
But they're DC. And
that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to put DCC in them, but they're sitting on the bench waiting to get looked at.
Nope, the leak is not patched. But Ken Amos did offer to provide me a touch of assistance, so I might have to take him up on that. I got into an accident. I got to send my dude some measurements, so I haven't been scaling the deck to get the measurements needed. I'll feel a little bit better. I'll get that taken care of. Hopefully in the next few months, that project will be underway.
So when are you going to get the steps put in? That's got to be the first thing, right?
So that's 6 of one, half dozen of another. We're going to do it all at the same time. Yeah. I'm going to try to get some of my friends and my relatives over here one weekend, and we'll get it all ready, or whatever. I'll work out whatever Ken needs or wants. But he offered to help. I was like, thank you, brother.
Yeah. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I mean, that's one thing I love about the community. It seems to be just good people everywhere, and
it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be train related.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, like the other day, my son sent me a text message. Hey, Dad, do you have a nail finder? And I said, I think so. Then I found like I had 4 of them. But 3 of them had a battery in them, and the other one was an old one with the had a magnet and it did this kind of thing. And he was putting a TV in his camper, and he needed
Oh, nice.
he needed to find out where the stud was, because the people that had the camper before he bought it off of him, they had the TV up and the TV fell down, so they didn't have it in a stud.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
I would be so upset if my TV fell down.
yeah.
And Dave, I've got the ripple metal plastic. I'm gonna put up as like just like an awning over the deck area there. It'll stick 3 foot out and it'll go the length of the deck. Just something to keep the rainwater off of that section until I can get it fixed.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that.
Yeah. What about that tin stuff you were going to get? You still going to?
No, I've got it. I've got it. That's what I'm saying. Here, look. Give me a second. I got to go out back, so give me a moment.
Sure.
So I picked up a bunch of this. And I'm going to put this, they're all the same size squares, and I'm just going to set them side by side with some L brackets right over the deck area.
Right.
Just something temporary to shed the water away from the edge of the deck.
Yeah, to divert the water away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So it's in the works, Dave. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so old. It's one of those.
You know why I'm sitting in this room tonight.
Yes. I think David at HO Powertrain says you look nice and comfy, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. In my train room, I usually stand in front of the computer when I'm talking, but I didn't want to do that tonight.
That's what I was thinking, Dave. It should keep it out.
Yeah, it should.
Tom, what does the front of your portal look like?
What's what look like?
Front of the portal.
This here?
I think so. Is that what you're referring to? Ray Ron. Dude, Ray Ron, he was my superhero last night, everybody. I was playing with the locomotive, and I turned all the lights off. And I sat there. Okay, let me back up a little bit. I put the locomotive on, and I didn't read the little pamphlet, and I thought the F functions were the same as every other locomotive I've ever touched. And pandemonium ensued. Everything went off. I could get some of the things back on, but I couldn't figure out what was going on. Anyway, Ray Ron gave me a call. It wasn't 5 minutes. Dude was like, "This is what you do." I was like, "Bam, lights are on. Yay." Back in action. My dude, thank you so much.
What kind of system do you have, Bummer?
Digitrax.
Digitrax. Okay.
But see, there's 4 different menus in this locomotive. You have your 3 F menus and then a sound mode. And you have to hit 8 like 2 times, 4 times. I don't know. It's ridiculous, man.
Okay.
I was an idiot.
Talking about the function keys in the decoder?
Yeah. So it went into light mode. I'm trying to turn the light or the sound on and off by pushing number 8, but I'm going in and out of menus. And when I'm trying to hit the horn, nothing's happening. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm changing settings everywhere and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. No, Ray Ron, it's not special. I am special.
Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah, it's when you start hitting buttons, you don't know what the heck's going on sometimes.
Well, Tom, I thought I was hitting the button that I thought I knew what it was doing.
Well, I learned a shortcut on the power cab, but I don't remember what it is now. But in the power cab, you have functions F1 through 28.
Well, that's the same here, and you go through it has the function menu on the Digitrack thing. I just pushed that to go into one of the 3 menus, but it was the sound menu that messed me up.
Yeah.
You know, I thought
you have to know what those function keys are for, though. Yeah, I go in there because for the disc lights, I have to go to function 27 or 22 or something like that to get the disc lights to work.
Gotcha. Grandpa Rails, because Anthony, Georgia, what is up?
Yeah, he's in here. And Ray Ron, how you doing?
Ray Ron VR.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend has blessed his presence in the stream.
Yeah, because in JMRI, I can set up in my dispatcher, and I can set up functions. I can turn like the disc lights to come on when it enters one block, and you know, and then turn them off when it exits the block, stuff like that. So
just a dragon, Frank. Get him, Grandpa Rails. Get him.
Hey, Frank,
Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
It's so good. When it hits my lips, it's so good.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's
interesting.
Excuse me.
So it's just been hectic with work and everything. Getting home, you know, 5, 6 o'clock at night, then have to cook dinner. I don't get much time to work on the layout anymore.
You just lose energy when you have a big long day like that. You just lose energy, and it's you really just cannot get up and go to do much work on your layout.
Yeah,
I mean,
I used to be able to connect to my computer from at work, but then all of a sudden my computer in the train room won't get the remote tool to work anymore, and it's been bugging me for the last couple of days because I can go, you know, connect to that and then work on JMRI remotely. Then I could do things.
Hey Tom, when I install JMRI, you and I are going to have a very intense conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, once you get to it, just let me know. I'll help you out.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's real interesting how you can use that, and it makes it a lot easier.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I want to build that Arduino DCC system, but I need JMRI on something in order to control anything through it without a Wi-Fi module, which I don't intend to buy. You know.
Right.
I'm probably.
Well, yeah, because JMRI, you bring up the Y throttle engine on it, and then you just set the address. It sets the address of the computer because your computer has an IP address, and it uses that for the Wi-Fi address and the Y throttle. And then you can just bring up Y throttle on your phone.
Exactly.
And control the train through there.
Yeah, sweet. I've got a Raspberry Pi 3B that I want to put JMRI on.
Yeah, it'll run on a Raspberry Pi.
He said he did it. It was a little bit slow, but I'm still going to give it a try. Yeah. I don't know if he was just asking it to do too much, you know.
Well, just a little hint here. If you're going to build multiple panels, then you're going to need a more powerful thing than a Raspberry Pi.
Hold on, Split Rock. That's hilarious. The dome cars. That's what I have that rolls, man. You know, that's what I got. So the new Charger's pulling it. See, what we're doing is it's a heritage paint scheme. So remember, Amtrak back in the day pulled whatever cars they had, right? I'm going with that. I'm sticking with it. And the dinosaurs outside because I don't want my ass bitten.
Well, before when you're running that plumber, that one car, the lights were flickering. Now they're not.
Well, man, I guess my track cleaned the wheels.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I cleaned the track yesterday, so the track and the wheels on the locomotive are fresh.
You know, you can put a capacitor in there, and that would keep them on longer.
Well, I've got to buy some bridge rectifiers first.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I haven't done that.
Yeah.
But I want to.
Yeah, but bridge rectifiers are cheap. They're not expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, you know, it's a hard economy out there, Tom.
Yeah.
And I just blew my fun load on this whole one locomotive here.
Anyway, guys, there's my latest addition to my fleet. Just painted a roof up.
That's a good looking paint job there, Artie.
Yeah, very nice.
Just taking a stripe. It's not prototypical because I can't get thin enough tape. I've got to have two of these yellow bands. I've got to have another band at the top. But hey, it's my fleet. I'll do what I want.
What scale are you?
Yeah, well, hey, Joe. Hey, Joe.
I know that, but I'm
Anthony.
What was that?
Bridge
Thomas?
rectifier. Is that where they put the new bricks down when the old ones crack? Are they rectifying the problem?
Yeah.
What do you run there, Plumber? Is that HO?
Yeah, HO.
Man, that looks awful big for HO.
It's because the camera is super close.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 2 inches from track to camera here.
Oh, okay.
Ah, River Rising.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Hey, how you doing, River Rising?
I'll have to check that out. I do like me some Hobby Lobby, that's for sure.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby. I go there once in a while.
Well, I mean, with the 2 train stores closer than the Hobby Lobby, I end up there 99.9% of the time. But like that cloud backdrop, I wanted a roll of that everyone was putting on, you know, the background of their layout. So I went and got a roll, and I got the paints from Hobby Lobby, the airbrush paints.
Right.
You know.
That's what I go there for, to get the paint.
I mean, it was just so much cheaper than at the hobby store.
Yeah, my Hobby Lobby is only about 2 miles from my house.
Oh, that would be detrimental in my scenario.
And then my hobby store is like 8 miles from my house.
That's only around the corner.
Yeah, just around the corner. It's not far.
Yeah, I got 8 to 10 miles to both of mine because both of mine are in the same shopping center.
Now mine is a store by
Well,
itself.
for my hobby paints, I've got a model kit place probably about 3-4 miles down the road from me. So all the paints that I use for my model trains and whatnot, and even some of the styrene plastic, I just go to him. But model train supplies, there is one up the mountain which is about a 40-minute drive to it, but is expensive. I'll only go there if I'm totally and utterly desperate. The preferred place I'll go to is Kashua Hobbies. But that's like an hour, about an hour or so drive to him.
Oh, the dinosaur fell off. He couldn't handle the speed.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, he wasn't wearing seatbelts.
You know what you need to do, Plumber? You need to 3D print a clip that it can clip over the top of the engine and then clip the dinosaur on it so it can stay on.
I like the songs you're singing, Tom.
Yeah.
No, he needs to learn how to hang on. Particularly when he's driving. But I prefer to go to see Joe up in Sheila Hobbies because but trying to parking near where he is, it's really hard. I've got to do a couple of laps around the block, just so I get some locals to free up the parking spot.
I've seen some videos from Jerry where they're flying fast like this.
Yeah, so have I. That's New Jersey Transit.
Is that what it is?
Yep. I used to ride them trains. We used to move right along.
Nice.
Matter of fact, today when I was going to work, I didn't know, but there's a train there, and it was sitting there, and it had about, I don't know, as far as I could see, in container cars. And I go, where the hell did that thing come from? And I said, where does it go? Because I couldn't see the track. It's elevated. And I said, where the heck's that thing going? It comes from? I should have videoed it, but I was driving in the office and I didn't have time.
Yeah, I like it going slow though. Fast is fun, but slow is cool. Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my locomotive.
Where's my tweezers?
Uh-oh, I don't know.
Who's got my tweezers? Did anybody see my tweezers? I did have it me last night. Yeah.
Toledo to Chicago. Roger that. Roger that.
Yeah, no, our train's got one speed. And that's flat out.
I like that. It's my kind of locomotive. I'd rather ride in the fast locomotive and look at the slow one.
Well, you got a flow coming into the train station.
Well, I mean, that's one thing I love about this train. Let's see, where did I put that paper?
Unless you're not stopping at that train station.
Let's see. Now that I know I got to look at the paper for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the other reasons why I'm trying to standardise my decoders. Because then you're going to have to go around and try and remember.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I did.
Have a pleasant trip.
Dude, that's awesome.
Now departing on track 1, northbound train number 170. All passengers should have their tickets, baggage, and identification ready at this time.
Hit the wrong horn, but there you go.
And a safe trip. All aboard.
And it's the wrong train number too, right?
I mean, it says what it says. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I have that sound, those kind of sounds on my subway car.
It even has windshield wiper sounds, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me right now? But I pushed the button and I listened.
How can you hear freaking wipers going?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just parking there. I guess if someone has a thunder and lightning scene, they turn them on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would. May not notice it too much over the engine noise, but
right.
I know it's there.
Yeah, you would know it's there.
Boy.
Yeah, like I have the clickety clack set up on my decoder.
Oh, there's a clickety clack on this one. What it does is it sounds like a train is passing this train. Like if the train was sitting there and another train was zipping past.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, my end it sounds like clickety clack going down the track.
Yeah, that train clickety clack. I got you.
Yeah, and I have that set in all my decoders.
Oh no, River Rising, man, brother. I know the feeling, dude. You're repeating my 2022. I hope you're all right. Best wishes, and we're gonna pray for you.
What is that? Sorry. Oh, bugger.
Hey, and River Rising, James, help me, dude. I'm gonna tell you what. James is a wise man.
Jeez, I stuck this masking tape down pretty good on that one.
Well, you're in our prayers, River Rising.
Yeah, well, River Rising, just fathom this. You know, my 3-month follow-up was today and free and clear. So I got to check again in 3 months. But right now, still clear, everybody. And if they can do that for me, they'll get you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to take it like a madman. Madman.
Right. So you have to go back every 3 months to check, right, Palmer?
This first year, yes.
Yeah.
Next year it'll be 6 months. I think the following year is 6 months, and then it's once a year.
Right.
No, Split Rock, I did not. Those are Amazon specials. Yes, still free and clear. However, they said they will not consider me cured until the next appointment at the end of the year.
Okay.
You know, so there it is. I mean, it's not there. It's good news. We're gonna rock on with it.
All right. You're over the hump. That's what.
It feels that way, Tom, and I pray that it continues.
Yeah. Hey Heath, how you doing?
Did I hate?
Oh, you know he's lurking. He's like a Sparky.
Yeah. But he always puts a comment in once in a while.
Yeah.
I watched his show last night. He was putting together his workbench for his.
Oh yeah, I watched. It was good, and it ended abruptly. Heath, what was up with the abrupt ending, dude?
Yeah, he just cut it right off, and all of a sudden my YouTube went right to the second session or whatever it's called.
I was like, what is going on here? Follow what link, huh? Oh, I bet. Sparky. See, I knew he was there. I knew it. I never lurk.
I never lurk. No, just
He always lurks. He watches as much as he can, and then he doesn't say nothing. Whatever where he is.
Hey, River Rising, listen, do the genetic thing, man. They should ask you if you also want to get genetically tested to see if there's genetic markers. Do it. Your kids, they'll know.
Right.
And that's outstanding.
Yeah.
Get them, Grandpa Rails. Yeah.
It's a bugger when you miss masking a section, eh? I didn't mask
man, Sparky.
I didn't mask that one little section there for me yellow stripes, so now I've got to go and get some paint and touch it up later.
Hey, sorry to hear that,
why do you have the light on, Artie? Why do you have the light on that headgear? There you go. Now you can see what you're doing.
Oh, well, you know, I hope it wasn't things we were saying, Heath. I wasn't trying to be negative. We were just playing. You know, if anything that I put in there, I was just playing around, man. I thought we were yucking it up. So I'm sorry that it got to you if I was any part of that, dude.
No, sorry. I was trying to keep out. I know there was one chap in there in the chat that was pushing the buttons. Let's put it this way.
All right, so it wasn't me, you know?
No. It was someone else.
Okay.
Someone else.
Because I was yucking it up, but
yeah, I did notice it and whatnot, and yeah, I found it. You guys know how open I am and whatnot. I actually found it very inappropriate to keep going on the same thing again.
Right.
You can understand that.
Split rock.
When you're under stress and pressure, you can get to you. And what that person, I won't mention that person's name, but what that person did was out of line.
Okay.
It was out of line. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with it, brother.
Yeah.
And I hold nothing for you. I just found it funny that the stream ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took a step out of my office.
Okay.
I was watching his show. I came back, and then he was saying something, and then all of a sudden, boom, it went off.
Stormy Sky Dave, what's up?
Hey, Stormy Sky. He just put it up. I can understand it. I mean, look, I got to give it credit to you. Look, yeah, we were joking around a little bit, but I've got to say, for what Heath is going through and doing in that small room,
and then doing it,
and doing it, like you're not in that situation.
That takes a lot of effort to do that, and you know, why should people put him down for what he's doing? Because he's trying to show people how he's doing things, you know, and that's encouraging information for people. And other people just have to joke around and too much. You know, I don't understand it.
And that makes sense, Heath. That makes sense.
Yeah. Um, yeah, exactly, Heath. I mean, look, I can understand your okay. I have a bit more room in my back room, but for what I wanted in there, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. You got to work within your space.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're restricted in space, you got to do a lot of juggling around to make things work,
Amen, Heath.
make it fit. But I mean, we're there for you. We'll stick by you. I mean, okay, we all
Yeah.
give each other a hard time. It's only a bit of a boost. But what this particular chap was doing, I'm sorry, it's out of line.
All right. Well, I
Yeah,
didn't see anything.
I was busy doing a few other things as well. But
But you caught that one. You were good.
yeah, I was just no. I'm going to shut up out of this. And when he finished abruptly, because I did see his expression on his face, I know he was cheesed off, and I'm like, yeah, I know what that led to. So,
Dude, it happens, Heath.
we're
We're
here
all
for
human.
you, mate. If you ever need a chat or whatnot, we're here for you, buddy. Okay.
Amen to that. And I think your room is awesome.
Yeah, mate. It's incredible, and just working it out. Things don't always go according to plan. I mean,
Right.
things do get messed up. I mean, it's happened with me.
Right. Because once you put something down, then you look at it and say, that isn't what I wanted, So, you got to be forgiving, and you got to be adaptable and move on. You can't just dwell on things. So.
Yeah, well, see, I there's been areas even in my construction, where I admit I messed up, and I'll admit to it. But you learn from your mistakes, and you learn to adjust from your mistakes. Yeah, but what you do, Heath, and what we do to each other, we usually just do it as a joke. We know we've learned a lot with each other, particularly in these last 2.5 years, especially since I've been in here. We know how far to push each other. We know everybody's generally is what 30, 35 of us. Where we know where we can joke around and when to mess around, and what gets us up and going puts a smile on our faces without stirring a pot.
Oh, Split Rock, I love saying hello to everybody, man. That's how you know all your peeps are there,
Well, that's how I learned rules too, because otherwise, who's Humanity Junction? Well, I know that's Heath. Dundas Junction. It's James.
I mean, well, James also puts his in the name.
Yeah, right. Some of them put the names in the channel, which is great because that helps me out a lot. That's why my name channel is my name. And,
Yep.
Like Split Rock. Well, that could be anybody's name, but that's an easy one because his name's the same as mine, Thomas. So that makes it easy. Sparky has his name in his channel, so it helps. JD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the reason, huh, Sparky?
Yeah. Sparky was just there with a camera recording everything.
Get him, Grandpa Rails. Get him.
Sparky was doing. I think I'm going to leave these other ones alone because this black paint hasn't quite cured yet.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Daryl's going to go back and watch. But I think someone said the chat was off. Didn't I see that? I didn't see the live, but I watched the replay. Soon enough after there was no live chat up yet. That's what Sparky said.
Yeah, it's been taken with the live chats. It's been taking like 24 hours roughly for the live chats to come up.
Yeah, after the video is posted, it takes a while for the live chat.
George, what's up?
Because the guys who run the contest said they got to watch the replay of the chat, and that takes them a couple days because they have to wait for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just
I
wanna-
try to embrace any negative comments. Like someone in one of my comments where I was riding the zip line with my train, left a negative comment about my mustache. I laughed, said thank you very much, and rolled on because it was pretty funny.
Right.
I got a horrible mustache. I do know that.
Yeah, but when you get bombarded by 50 people,
Yeah, that's true.
you only can take so much.
Yeah.
So Ron bans people, just quits if it's toxic. I mean, if it's toxic, it's one thing.
Hey, George, how you doing? I haven't seen you been here before.
Yeah.
Nice, Heath.
But yeah, if you're doing a great job, and you're lucky you had Boxcar Jerry giving you a hand doing the lumber work. I mean, that would have been that's an added bonus that you done that you had that actually. I actually love it. I love the concept and the idea that you're coming up with. Everybody's got a different perspective on how they're going to do things.
Right. And,
well, George, because I had the cancer, so it was gone for a while, but it's starting to come back now.
Well, yeah, that kind of takes over. You can't. You got to put things aside and worry about your health. You can't worry about anything else.
Yeah. So here we go. Hold on.
So the train stopped. You stopped it?
Yeah, I stopped it.
Okay.
There you go. It was a little bit darker. I did shave for Hell's Kitchen. It was a little bit thicker. But
Hell's Kitchen. Where's Hell's Kitchen?
Hell's Kitchen, DC. We had a family dinner there the other day.
Oh, okay.
You did what you did, Heath. Don't lose any sleep.
Yes.
You did what you did at the moment that you were in and the mood that you were in. It's totally understandable, buddy. So don't apologize.
Yeah, there's no need for Heath to apologize.
No, hell no.
I was watching it to see how he was doing things. I don't criticize on what those people were doing.
No.
I mean, I jumped on the Y 3/4 bandwagon because I thought it was funny, but that's all I did. I loved everything you were doing, Heath. There was absolutely nothing into it.
Oh, yeah. I was actually quite enjoying it. What was I doing at the time? I was doing something. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it. You got everything put together. And to be able to get the modules made up so we can actually bolt in the way he did, that was excellent work. I mean,
that was nice. Yeah, very nice.
That takes a lot of work and a lot of planning.
It fit like a puzzle.
It really did.
And people were getting on his case about using 3/4 inch plywood. What difference? What size plywood you use?
I wasn't giving him crap about using it. I was just wanting to know why. I was jumping on the Y bandwagon.
Yeah, no, that was I could, you want to use 1 inch plywood.
Daryl.
Daryl. Yeah. Who cares what you use? That's up to you what you want to use.
Read Daryl's comment. Just take a moment and read that comment.
Can't catch most wives. Sex therapy.
Yeah, well,
sex therapy is getting in the way.
Yeah, well, you see, I've been telling you guys, it's been hanging down
Oh my goodness!
It's been hanging down the Coonga Drive a lot lately. I've seen him on the actual video cams down there.
I'll leave that up.
There's no.
Somebody
I know why you didn't get on the
Your
live.
sugar is low.
He was telling us that his garage is hot. Now we know the truth.
Hey, put Derek's comment, dude. Derek's comment.
Where's his down below? This one here?
Yes.
He's got 2 in a row. Wait a minute.
It's above Sparky's now.
There you go. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's getting silly. It's getting silly.
Now we know why Daryl was wearing makeup all the time.
Split Rock. Daryl, paying $500 for a massage is not really therapy.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my belly hurts now really bad. Oh man.
Now Daryl needs a cookie. Is that what he's saying?
Hey, your blood sugar's low afterwards, you know.
Right.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, he sent me a message saying that he couldn't come on because his garage is hot again.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Even though they got the rain, it still hadn't been cool out there.
Nope.
Yeah, but then they're gonna get the humid. Then they'll get the
I
humid.
think her name is Rosie, Dave, BNSF.
Rosie.
Rosie Palm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Daryl and his 5 girlfriends out in theaters now.
Is that why he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smiley faces there?
Catch them on the big screen.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. That's
Derek, $50 massage. They won't rub you the wrong way. Oh my goodness. My stomach hurts bad too, Ray Ryan. Oh my goodness.
$50. I think he's getting the $5. I think he's getting the $5 special. These two.
Oh. Get him, Grandpa Rails. Get him.
We haven't seen his face on here for a while.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh. Yeah.
I think Daryl needs a laptop that he can bring into.
I'm sure he needs a laptop. With what we just heard, he probably is banned from laptop service.
Yeah.
You gotta use the computer in the family room, honey.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just too funny.
Daryl, you at the computer again?
What are you doing on that damn thing?
No, it's not again. I used still on that computer.
You know
And
I'm
I
going to
got
check your
time
history.
watching all that stuff.
Oh my goodness! Oh, we got far out of left field here, gentlemen.
Yeah, well, you know.
Thanks for the derail there, Daryl.
Right?
Yeah, Daryl.
We aim to please. That's all.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, but not all in the same way, though. Not all in the same way.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah, he's not sorry. He's loving every minute of it.
He says the movie, huh?
Yep. Derail Daryl on the big screen.
Right.
Friday. Catch Daryl in action. I heard he was going to get scanned that way for mini prints, you know.
The double
with
D.
The truck driver. That's what he called it.
The truck driver?
I don't know. I was just making something up.
I thought it was going to be called the double D.
The double D. There you go. The double D.
Double D? Yeah.
Get it at mini prints.
Yeah, what's Dolly Parton? Double D or triple D?
No, I want to hear a funny one. At work the other day, I was looking at my coworker's screen. You know, so we can see each other's screens, you know.
Uh-huh.
And he had an account of one of our users, and the account was DD. And I said, "Oh, double D," and he didn't know what that meant. So I had to explain to him what double D meant. You know?
Get them, Grandpa Rails. Get them. Oh man, I mean, my belly hurts really, really bad right now.
It's all right. Yeah, I know that the places where he hangs out. Gotta give it I might be an Aussie, but I have spent a lot of time in LA. I know the places.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Well, I've got to admit, there's all sorts. I've got to say, there's all sorts in Hollywood.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Hollywood.
Now that I got everyone's attention, can I borrow $20? Oh my God! Don't make it anymore, Daryl. Stop. Oh,
$20 short. It's $20 short for his therapist.
oh man, I bet he is.
Wow.
I'm gonna hop off for now, everybody.
Yeah.
I think we've done this long enough tonight, and I just want to say thank you everybody for coming, and I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. And we'll see you all next week on Wednesday night. I think James and Mike are doing the show next week because that's the 5th Wednesday of the month. So I don't know which one's going to be doing it, if it's going to be James or Mike. So I don't know what channel it's going to be on, but just keep an eye out for Cab Crew Wednesday next week, and join us all then.
So James said they're both doing it.
They're both doing it? Okay.
Yep. He said, yes, we are.
Okay.
$20 is $20 split rock.
Hang on a minute. Nah, $20 isn't $20. We got to specify: is it a Canadian $20, an Australian $20, or an American $20? Because they're all different $20 bills.
Yeah, right. $20 doesn't go very far nowadays.
Particularly in Australia, $20 don't get you much.
Yesterday's 20 is today's 100. Peace and locomotive grease, everybody.
Everybody.
Righto.
Good night. We'll see you all later.
Okay, bud. Good night.